everybody knows that the kitties and the ferrets are the real stars of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Ish. Sure. I'm hairing my lips now. Hey everyone! It's Good Thing, Bad Thing! The weekly show, usually with good things and bad things in it! My co-host, Adam, and my even more important co-host, Jane.
It's the cat they call Jane.
Yes, we do sing him the song, if anyone's wondering. So, Adam.
Yes, Julian?
What's your good thing?
So I've debated this, mostly with you.
Yeah, well, I am the only person in the house who can debate back. The cats really
I didn't
can't.
debate with myself, and I didn't debate with the animals. Like, I felt confident in my heart of hearts, this was my good thing for the week.
So much cat hair.
Like, I've had a very busy week, and there's not been a ton going on in my life this week, other than things that I will probably use as my good thing for next week. So my good thing is kind of in the life of another, but someone who's very close to me, and that's that my good thing is that we have a very smart and caring, and what was the other word? I wasn't going to use caring. Generous, there we go. Smart and generous daughter. I definitely want them to feel welcome and invited, so we did say, hey, we could do a Christmassy thing in person, maybe. And they're like, no.
Socially distanced, obviously. We wouldn't just be like, caution thrown to the wind.
And they're like, no, that's a foolish idea. And so they are smart and they know they're appreciated and welcome, but they are making the wise decision of not gathering together. And instead, we're going to make a stupendous blanket fort and send us pictures. So.
Yes, definitely need to send pictures of this blanket fort. If anyone is confused and didn't see a previous Good Thing, Bad Thing, we adopted a whole adult a little while ago. So that's why we keep referring to our daughter. We do not have a child, in fact. We have an adult.
And they also had some kind of nuts things happen to them this week, but they handled them all well and found the opportunity to still be generous and kind in it all, but then also draw the line and stand up for themselves. Julian thinks they should have been a little bit of an asshole a little bit earlier.
I would have drawn the line a little bit further back, but that's just me. I'm kind of a dick. I don't know if you know this about me. That's why Adam and I work so well. Big old giant softie, total hard ass. The combination together, it's like crunchy and chewy. Okay, my good thing. Oh my gosh! By the way, guys, if you see flies in here, it's not because our house is a giant filthy sty, although it is a little bit. But it's because we killed someone and the body in the wall is starting to rot, and the flies are starting to come out. You know. I think I'm gonna go with, because not that much exciting happened for me this week.
Maybe that we got away with the murder and the body in our walls.
Yeah, no, that was like weeks ago. It's still rotting, you know. No, we have no idea where the flies are in here. My good thing this week is that I am pretty close to being done with the first draft of Dragonfly, which is the sequel to my book, The Wolf and the Hawk, which you can purchase right now on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and on Audible. I feel like I'm really close. Sometimes I can't tell because, like, I'm a pantser, or as I like to refer to it now, a feral writer, where I just kind of go, and when it ends, it ends. But I'm hoping I'm almost done because it's getting kind of long, and it's really exciting when you're almost done because then you can start to fix things. Even though I hate the editing process and I'm going to regret being done. But Adam gets to read it.
And soon I shall be an alpha reader.
Yes, and he shall pick it apart and be like, this is bullshit. Okay, Adam, what's your bad thing?
I could use that I'm running out of fridge space in the garage, so I have to reduce my sake batches to singles instead of doubles. So, my bad thing, I thought real hard about this, and I think it fits for this week. My bad thing is that my favorite tea purveyor, with the holidays and the general congested state of the mailing shipping system at the moment, my favorite tea place has been out of stock of my favorite tea. And
mine too.
Mine is, my last, like, cup and a half or two is sitting there, like, waiting. But then that's it. I'll have to do, and I'm like trying to eke out my favorite tea, but I've only got like a glass or two left, and I'm kind of sad.
Soon the holidays will be over and things will go back to normal-ish. As normal as they get.
Back to the normal plague.
Yeah, your regular levels of stupid. Speaking of that, my bad thing is people still being dumb about the plague. I had to unfriend someone on my Facebook. I've been curating my Facebook a lot more for my own mental health and just stop worrying about like, oh, you're living in an echo chamber, whatever. I need to get rid of some voices that are just like too much for me to deal with and make me depressed. And someone posted about, you know, oh, I don't need the vaccine because COVID's not a real threat. Me and my family haven't gotten it. Yes, proudly saying, yes, we've been going to family gatherings. No, I don't wear a mask in the store. And I was just like, unfriend. And I mean, I kind of hate to talk about this because I don't know how many of my viewers I'm alienating by saying this, but like, if we've gotten to this point, if you're in a country, because I know some of my viewers are not in the United States, if you're in a country that is still in a sort of lockdown state and you are ignoring recommendations, you are ignoring the threat, I'm done with you. We're done. And just people who are just not taking it seriously at all because they have personally not experienced it, I think that's actually my bad thing, is people who think that their experiences are the only ones that are important, and if they haven't experienced a bad thing, then it must not be a real bad thing after all. But it is a bad thing. It's my bad thing. This week.
Yeah.
Bad thing.
On to our Oreo cookie?
I guess so. Oreo cookie time!
We had to fight over this as our good thing, and then we decided to just make it our Oreo cookie and come up with other lesser good things as individuals.
Yeah, so I'll kind of explain it because I had to deal with it. Most of the pets in the house are my pets, and I do primarily all of their care. For the most part. He helps sometimes, but they're my pets, so I do most of their care. And therefore, I am in charge of doing things like taking them to their yearly checkups and such. And the dog and the ferrets had their yearly exams, and
I'm picturing the dog and the ferrets all going in together.
They went in separately. Their appointments were like, the dog had hers at 3, and then the ferrets had theirs at 4. Oh. So we didn't go in together.
Fun image,
yeah. They would have been fine going in together. They all get along. All of our animals get along. I don't know how this works. But,
you introduce them smartly to each other.
Yeah, and they have the right personalities. We can't discount that our animals have good personalities for this. Like, the dog has a great personality. Anyway, Kaylee, the dog, she's, like, pushing 16, possibly. She might already be 16. I just kind of default with animals we've adopted to having their birthdays just be in the spring, because we don't know when they were born. But she's probably around 16 years old. She's a senior dog. And so I had them do the senior blood panel where they check and urine samples and stuff just to make sure that everything is functioning. All of her organs are functioning. Just to be aware, you know, like, oh, something's starting to go, so this is probably what we need to look out for. You know, this is what kills her, essentially. The vet calls me back. I was prepared. It's like, okay, well, certainly something will be starting to go downhill. And the vet was like, no, like, everything was perfect. Not a single item of concern in her blood work at all. So I guess our dog is just fixing to live forever. I don't mean to alarm anyone, but our dog might be an immortal. Now I realize when I say this that I'm jinxing it. But I just want to brag about my dog.
Y'all should share your own good things and bad things in the comments below. Mm-hmm. We always read them, excited to hear them.
Alright guys, we'll see you next week for the next good thing, bad thing, probably. Are you ready for the goodbye, Adam?
I'm ready for the goodbye.
3,
Always ready to.
2, 1, bye!